Now,
The beat is
and I'll tell you about the day. I listen to world this yours. And I'm like, this ain't talking like this. So whoever you think is the best, they not making the world is yours. They're not making If I Rule the World. They're not making Juicy. They're not making Warner. They're not making Sky's the Limit. They're not doing it. They're not making Can't Act the Hustle. They're not making The Evil. They're not making Pop. They're not making it. No disrespect. I'm a rapper. I'm not making it.
This is a good convo too, though. We all married.
It's me.
It's up to you. You make a decision right now. It's just you.
We made an executive switch. So the artist we're about to do, a Nigerian singer-songwriter. I don't know where she came from when she popped up on the scene, but ever since she has, it's been amazing vibes every time I hear her on anything. You know what I mean?
Can I say shout out to my Nigerians?
Oh,
Nigerians
yes.
is in the
Oh,
building.
yes.
Seriously, Nigerians.
Yes. So,
I didn't know that.
Definitely.
Shout out
What
to
do y'all
y'all.
have good? The jollof? What do y'all have? Rice or?
Yeah,
Because
we got
I know
the
it'd be like a
jollof rice.
fight.
I'm
all of
We
the.
got the
Addicted.
pepper soup.
I'm
Yes, we got the
addicted.
okra soup.
I'm addicted.
I just got hungry. It's almost
like
lunchtime.
literally addicted.
You know what I mean? So I was like, I've been listening to this song. Everybody hears it. You sing it. You know, you could play it when you wake up in the morning, before you go to sleep, whenever. I think the song just feels amazing whenever you hear this record. Free Mind, right? That's what it's called? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was thinking Free Yourself by Fantasia for a second. But
That's another one.
yeah, man. So I just want to, I felt like, you know, it's a lot of new artists that need to get some love. You know, we do a lot of old school people who've been doing it forever, killing the game. But, you know, she's one of them new people that I think is going to be around for a while. You know what I mean? So let's talk about it. She starts off. I said 5 in the morning. I wake up
Her
and
voice is
fight
so
for
unique
my
too. Yeah,
earnings.
so her voice is crazy.
Fear in my mind is a warning. Pray to the one you rely in. I've been wandering all day. I tried to be fine, but I can't be. The noise in my mind wouldn't leave me. I tried to get by, but I'm burning. All right, what are we talking about? What are you talking about, Seth? What's going on in this right here, baby?
The struggle.
Can I
She's
say?
son.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
She's talking about work. She's
Yes,
talking
sir.
about the day-to-day that we
Life.
do every day.
Yeah, what's going on?
Going to that slave
What time
ship.
you wake up?
5 in the morning.
Come
5
on.
in the morning.
You know you feel it when she says
5
it,
in
right?
the morning. You know
5
what?
in the
I started to
morning.
make a song about work just like this.
You about to free your mind?
You know what I'm saying? I wake up and fight for my earnings.
Yes.
Fight.
Yes.
You know what I mean? The way she's using these
The
words.
fear in her
Yeah, the
mind
fan
is
my mind is
on,
on
man.
man. It's crazy.
Yeah, I think she's talking about her supervisors or something at that point. Word, I know that.
tell you, that's
It's
dope. that you said
deeper.
that.
I think it's deeper
Yeah.
than that.
Go ahead,
though,
Rich.
son.
What
No, I was just gonna say, just like personally, because before we even got to that line about the fan my mind's a warning, when I was in college, I remember I was going to John Jay, shout out to John Jay, and I used to get up really. I had a class that started at 6, and I'd take the ferry, so I had to get up at like 4:35, and I remember halfway through the year, I was like, this is not right. Like, there's no reason I should be up this early. I'm in pain. My eyes hurt. And I started feeling like, this ain't life. Like, I can't do this. I shortly dropped out of school, after that. But what I will say is, and it goes to the fear in my mind is the one, it's like, she knows that this is not the way life's supposed to be.
That's
Like, I'm not supposed to be slaving like this. So I have a feeling in my gut that's like, nah, this ain't right. I shouldn't be doing this.
Yep.
I interpret it as somebody gonna try to mess with me today. They mess with me all week.
That's
I'll fear
possible,
my
too.
mind.
Oh yeah, that's why, and that's why
and
she
actually,
shouldn't be putting
shouldn't
herself
be
in
there.
that.
And the
Yeah.
next line said, "Pray to the one you," because there was times I've been praying before I go to work.
Yeah.
Please,
Yes, sir.
please let me have a good day.
That's
I
a
don't want to
fact.
have to.
And then, and it's like, I've been wandering all day, try to be fine, but I can't. So it's like, she's actually trying to figure out what's
What
wrong.
is going on?
Right.
Like, why do I feel this fear? Why do I feel this
Yeah.
unsettled feeling?
Right.
And it's because
It's the
she's
noise
not-
in her mind.
Yeah.
She's not free.
She's not free.
She's
Not free,
she's
bro.
actually tapping into the higher ups, and they're letting her know this is not for
not
you.
right.
Like
It's
right,
not
right
you know
now,
what I
she has
mean?
a slave mind.
Yes,
Right.
you don't belong
Right.
slaving
she
like
don't-
this.
yeah.
You
she
know
don't
what tends to
belong there.
happen, I think, you know, but until we tap all the way in, we push them thoughts to the back. We got to do this, we got to do
Right.
that, and it's like, nah, you got to open your mind
Yeah.
and believe in yourself, have that faith that it's gonna be all right when you decide to listen to what
Yeah.
they're really saying clearly.
And about listening, I was just talking to Bakari actually last night, and I was saying how, you know, what I've learned is the awareness of anything is God telling you what you need to do, right? So the moment that you start having these feelings, is don't be afraid of those feelings. That's God saying, all right, pay attention. There's something off here. So you just becoming aware of it is actually you moving toward the right direction.
Right.
So like you said, we gotta listen to that instead of trying to push it away or try to get it, go take a drink or smoke
Right.
to ease out. No, don't ease it. That's just dulling the senses that's receiving the message.
Right.
Oh man! So then the pre-chorus comes. And behind my mind he runs. All these thoughts are troubling. Fighting to give up my pain. Fighting to
Be on my lane,
My
my mind, running to the other side.
When it's time to
Live my life.
then it tries to
Take me out, tell you what I need. I
talking about
I really need time now.
I really
Hey.
need a reminder.
I think
really need.
it's
I
that shit
really
is so
need my
powerful.
Job.
Facts.
They talking about anything that got you feeling like you are enslaved.
But
That's
you
what
know
she's talking about.
we've had these talks. Serious, we've had these talks. You know,
Talking about
we obviously have to make a living. We got kids, so we got to do certain things to make sure they're good. You know what I mean? But we know what this is not our life. This cannot be. We know the people that do go to our job, and this is their life.
Right.
They don't know nothing
people-
outside of that. They're so comfortable there that when their shift is over, they're still sitting there
Right.
talking, trying to.
But
so
you know
I'm
what? But
running out.
That's what she said though. She's trying to free her mind, and they keep trouble. Wait, what is it? Wait, it said what? Wait.
All
wait,
these
hold
others
on.
trouble me. I think fighting to give up my pain is crazy.
Yeah.
So it
Fighting
almost
to
feels
be
like
on my lane,
It almost feels
yes.
like she's saying it's hard to quit this.
No, it is.
Right.
Yeah.
She said my
That's
mind.
That's exactly what it
She said
is.
my
So
mind is running to the other side.
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
I'm ready to smack the shit. I lose my job.
yes, all of that, all of that. Now,
Nah,
we stuck in a fake world where the things that
Matrix.
really matter they don't teach people to focus on your health, your mental well-being. The state of your life and your surroundings.
Right.
What they teach you to focus on is show up to work every day, give your time to somebody else, and all these
Right.
types of things. And she's struggling because
She got
that
her-
don't
That's-
feel
and
right.
that's all
It
she
doesn't
Probably
feel
knows.
got
right
other
to
stuff
nobody.
going on at
Yeah.
home.
Listen,
She gotta
and
get
And
out of
even
it.
if she
lot.
didn't like the idea of like fighting to give up my pain because
Yes.
you're
Right.
afraid of what happens if you don't have it. Because this is what you know.
What do I do
What
if
do
I'm
I
not
do?
doing what they telling me to do?
Yeah.
So-
But they don't tell you there's another way.
So like I've had a friend who like he used to really do a lot of like traveling and stuff like that. I'm like, yo, how do you travel so much with your job? And he's like, you know, every now and then I tell them niggas I'm about to go crazy. I got mental. I gotta, you know what I mean? That's how he would get out of work because
Mental health day.
right.
We do
He
that.
really would explain to them like, you know, if I'm here too much longer, I might explode. I
Yeah.
need time off, and that's how he would get his time off. Now, me on the other hand, I've gone through my share of things at work as well. And luckily,
Don't give away none of the.
no. Luckily, listen. Luckily, when I would go through these things at work, randomly, God might make me sprain my ankle at work or break my hand, and then I would get time off of work, which is needed. You know what I'm saying? Thankfully, obviously I got hurt, so it wasn't great, but I needed that time off of work. I was in places where I wanted to maybe slap my supervisor or something like that. They was being disrespectful at a time, and it's like, I don't know how much more I could take of this.
Yeah.
And then
And
I
look
end
at
up
God.
getting some free
Look
time
at
off of
God.
work. You know what I'm
Look at
saying? Because I'm hurt.
To put the work thing in perspective, I've been at the job for 19 going on 20 years, almost 2 decades. And during the time I was there, I dedicated a lot of my time and all these things to the job. And then when I went through a health emergency where I couldn't work for a period of time, they were about to get rid of me. And that put all of that in
crazy.
perspective. They told me that you can resign because after a certain amount of time, we got to let you go.
Anyway, yeah.
Yeah, so that puts all of that in perspective. You can do whatever you want to try to appease the gods that aren't yours. Like
Right.
your gods put a plan and a path out there for you, and you follow that path, and you will be rewarded, in kind. But if you're trying to please their gods, work and all of these things they put out there for you, you have no control over that situation. So you're gonna be burning and struggling and all of that.
Right, the song's called Free Mind. You have to free your mind. You have to go take care of your mental health.
Yeah.
Yes.
You have to.
And just like, who is it? Is it En Vogue? Free your mind, and the rest will
We'll
follow.
follow. Facts.
Shout out to En Vogue.
Because look, once you free your mind from this slavery, this work, this is the peace that you cannot buy. Send me the love that you cannot mix. One is the joy that you cannot waste, and the other one price that you cannot fix. This is the peace that you cannot buy. Finding a way when you cannot see. Man will desist if he cannot pray. I need to find release. You feel me?
Tapping in.
Shout out TEMS, man. Dude wrote a hell of a song, TEMS.
Tap in.
Shout out to who? I gotta find who wrote this because I was on the other joint. Who wrote this joint, TEMS? Let's see. We got.
But this is the peace that you cannot
It's
buy.
just, it don't even say nobody. I'm gonna just have to say TEMS. It's all you. Timalade Openini. Is that how you
Shout
say
out
it?
to Timalade.
Let me see.
She's about to correct you because you done messed up that pronunciation.
The pronunciation.
Yeah, Timilade.
She said one is the joy that you cannot
Open.
waste, and the other one price that you cannot fix.
Bars.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Bars.
one is like when you have an opportunity. And I think
on.
when she's talking about that, she's just talking about freedom of life, because you really can't waste life. I was saying that I just put on Facebook. I think this morning I woke up like 4 a.m. and I was like, I'm just thankful to live this life, because it's such a beautiful thing when you actually live it. Like when you actually are present
And
and,
you're paying
aware
attention.
Boy, oh
Yeah.
boy.
of like what's happening, and like just the opportunity to communicate with others and connect with others and serve others, all those type of things. It's so beautiful, and you can't waste that, and you will waste it being on social media, trying to fit in,
Yeah.
doing all these other things. And then the funny thing is, the only other option is so detrimental. So it's like it's not even really a decision to make. The only other option is to be a slave and pay the price, which is miss out on this beautiful thing called life. Like there's no other way to really look at it.
And I just want to bring it back to the job one time for you guys here, right?
That's a good
I've
metaphor.
had a lot of accusations put on me at the job, right? For things that we won't speak of, and I got a lot of flack from not being at work at times. You know what I mean? But people don't understand, like what you're saying, how beautiful life is. I have 2 kids, you know what I mean? And I'm able to spend so much time with them at times that if I was here, I wouldn't.
Right.
And then, certain
spend so
shifts,
much time
obviously,
there.
you got to find the right shifts that works for you and your family. If you work an evening shift, my kids are going to school in the morning, I'm not with them. Then when they come home, I'm going to work.
Yeah.
I get home, they sleep.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This cycle is crazy
Right.
that I wouldn't have been able to spend. So, I've found a way that I've ended up spending a lot of time with my children, despite the accusations at work that they say. I just wanted to say that. So now we get to this bridge.
I was hoping that we was gonna.
Of
touch
course.
that. Yeah.
Set me. How does it go? How's this flow go?
Just set me free.
Freer than the open mind. Farther than the eyes can handle. Freer than the ocean now. Yeah, set me free.
Now I need to find
Release. Set me to the open sky. Now I need to free my mind.
Yeah.
Yeah. I might be falling deep. Tell me what you need. I've been going to God when I'm all in my mind.
Tap in.
Tap in, people. Tap in.
Simple as that, though. It really is.
So, how's your mind lately, Sirius?
My mind has been honestly
Yeah.
all over this motherfucker.
That's the real, you know what I mean?
All over this mug.
But we constantly working at, sometimes it is all over because we working on how to figure out the
Yeah.
space where we can get it free.
I'm trying to organize it right now at this point. It's getting
Free our mind.
organized.
I think what y'all just did is super important, and people don't do that enough. Just taking the second to actually acknowledge what your mind state is, so then that you can kind of, you know, be nice to yourself and do, if you got to fix. If you're feeling good, trying to keep, you know, people don't even think about it. They just.
I'm in the midst of looking for a family therapist right now, just to, you know, some people to talk to more of, you know what I mean? Because things aren't always perfect, you know what I'm saying? We always trying to get it better. That's the thing.
That's
like,
a fact.
Right.
I mean, I say it a lot. Like, life could be good at some times, but other times it'd be great. You know what I'm saying? So I don't try to dig too deep into the negative. It's like, you know, it's your outlook.
Yeah, life be lifing.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
Lifing.
When I look at Rich over there, you know.
Oh yeah, that man is
That
living
boy
the
is
dream.
free.
Man's living the dream. Living the dream.
Trying to be like you.
Must be nice.
Flies around in a spaceship.
No, but I thought, but what you was just saying was what I was gonna say was like it's all about perspective.
Yes.
Right. Like it's no, like I just got to a place where I don't look at anything as good or bad. Really, it's just life. Like this is just what it is, and the opportunity to live it is beautiful, whatever it is. And that's just, you know, to me that's how it is. And she said in this, man will desist if he cannot pray. Right. So it's like if you can't see the bigger picture, you will fall apart. You will get stuck. You will feel bogged down because you don't really understand that this is just a small piece of what we're put here to do. Like this physical, like back to see next lifetime, right? There's a process to this thing called life, and for me, it's like I just want to live every part of it. The bad, cause I think about it, right? Like if your life is great all the time,
You don't
like,
even appreciate
you
that.
can't appreciate it. There's no, and when I say great, just however people
You
see
need something
that
to compare it to.
Like,
You
what
do.
is that?
I think people have to go through certain things in order to understand how life is. Like, for instance, I was listening to Charlemagne, one of his episodes, and he said certain people act like they never got punched in the face. And I was like,
Maybe
what
they
do you
never
mean by
did.
They might never have.
But you know what? Then he started breaking down, you know, when they say certain things and their ignorance of certain things,
Yeah.
like they never been put in a place. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? To say, oh, maybe I shouldn't say things like that, or maybe I should reconsider other people's feelings or thoughts, or there's all different types of people here. I'm not just the only person who's, you know.
And just to follow up what you said, like you said, you don't see anything as good or bad, right? Like I think there's bad things that do happen, but they can also lead to good things after. You know what I mean? So like, you know, I was thinking about it the other day, rest in peace to Uncle Tone, you know what I mean? Like terrible thing that happened, right?
Yeah.
But because it happened, it put something in me, pause, that now I'm living a different life where I'm trying to make sure I'm loving people a little bit more, my family, reaching out to my cousins more and stuff like that, uncles, and you know what I mean? So because of that, something did happen that is making me better.
Yeah.
At the same
100%.
time, you know? So I wanted to say, you know, it's definitely a way of, there's bad things that happen, but there can also be good outcomes out of bad things that happen.
Facts.
Yeah.
So let's talk about our favorite parts of the songs, guys. Start with Mr. Rich.
I wasn't prepared. I do like.
Want me to go? You need time?
Yeah, you go first.
Let's go.
So right in the first verse where she says, the fear in my mind is a warning. Pray to the one you rely in. Like that shit to me is just having the awareness that this shit ain't what it's looking like it is. And then in order to figure out what it really is, you gotta tap into that higher power.
It's real serious. What's up, baby?
My favorite part, y'all know what it is my mind running to the other side. Hold on, what she
About to
said.
slap my supervisor. She left that lyric out, right? She was about to put that right in there.
She said, my mind, running to the other side. About to slap my supervisor.
But then she says, when it's time to live my life, then it tries to take me out.
Yeah.
It's true though, because when you're trying to just live and just be you, be yourself, I'm a bubbly person. But then when
wanna
you
pull
sit
you
in
out
there
of that.
start effing with me, you know
Yep.
what I'm saying? it's gonna cause me to get quiet. Now I'm mad. Now I'm staring at you. Now I'm plotting on you. Now I want to sit there and put itching powder on your chest, have you scratching your butt all day.
Oh my
Come
God.
on, now don't have me
Jesus.
sit there and think these ways. I don't want to think like this. I want to be bubbly and happy. So I really like that part of the song.
That's funny.
Rich,
You get
got
serious,
your
mad,
part?
watch your cheers.
Yeah.
Afterwards.
I'm gonna go with this is the peace that you cannot buy. Finding a way when you cannot see. Man will desist if you cannot pray.
Yeah.
I need to find release because
knew it.
I feel like, for one, it's like what I said before, life is something that you really should not waste. And at the end of the day, you have to be able to see what's not there. You got to be able to see kind of what Sarah was just talking about. You have to be able to see that it's not always going to be bad. Like, the answer is right there on the other side of this pain as long as you pray, right? Because as long as you have faith in the future. And I believe that faith is just manifestation, meaning whatever you believe will happen, will happen.
Right.
You got to truly believe it, though. People say that I want this and I want that, but they don't really believe it. If you really believe it, it will be that way. So in this sense, she's talking about praying, but I think it's about praying to yourself and believing in yourself. And that is the release. So the pressure you feel, the release is praying in the belief that this ain't always going to be the way it is. So we good. I ain't got nothing to worry about.
Can I say one thing quickly about praying? I think that a lot of people, not a lot of people, but some people don't really think about praying because they think that there's a specific way. You got to get on your knees, do this and that and the third. And to me, prayer is any time that you're speaking to your higher power. So me, I'm in a constant conversation
self.
all day
Real
long.
time. Right.
All
People
the
think-
time.
they think
Whenever
you're
things are
talking to
happening, whatever's
yourself.
going on, I'm like, okay, I'm good. We got this. We doing it
Right.
all the
Facts.
time. So if somebody sees me and it looks like I'm talking to myself or
You're
something
not.
or whatever, I'm in some kind of
You're
always
having a meeting
because
with
it's
God.
necessary
Like being
to
prayer
you
right
got to
there.
keep your
Well, that's exactly how I pray. That's what I pray to. I pray to my higher self because I am a God. Shout out to Ye.
Let's do this. Boom. But some people don't understand that. They think you
Right.
gotta Jesus, all this
No,
type of
you
shit,
don't
and they
gotta
not
do
with
all of
that.
that.
Yeah.
You don't have to. It's just a regular
He'll find you where you
conversation.
are.
What about
Yeah.
you, handsome?
So I got a couple parts. We got a little bit of time left. So first I want to, because I think the people that are going through it need to hear this. I tried to be fine, but I can't be. The noise in my mind wouldn't leave me. I tried to get by, but I'm burning.
Hey.
You know what I mean? I think, people really struggle with just trying to be okay, but not knowing, and that's why I wanted to get to the other part with the pain. Where is it? Where's the pain part?
But wait, with the part of the noise, it do be hard to avoid the noise that people saying and the negativity that they putting in your ear and your head. Sometimes you can't avoid it sometimes, especially if you're going to the place like.
Yeah, I think she reiterates when she says, but behind my mind it runs all these thoughts of troubling, fighting to give up my pain, fighting to be on my lane. Because, a lot of times we feel we're not supposed to be doing something and we should be doing something else, and we're just fighting to get over there.
Yeah.
But it's like, damn, if I get over there, I might lose all of this, and then my life is going to be in destruction.
Right.
Yeah.
So, everybody dealing with that fight.
That comfortable chaos.
Yes, get the faith to get in that lane and do what you feel is going to free your mind so you can live in peace and sing this song with us.
And then, and I'll just add just another perspective on it too. Is a lot of times I feel like we are fighting too much. Wherever you're at, you're there for a reason. You have to sit in it and figure out why you're there, right? Meaning what led you to be here, what got you feeling like you need to be out of here. But we have to always stay present, because you can be present even in a situation that you may feel like you're supposed to be somewhere else. But if you be present in that moment, you can still find happiness in that moment, because you just got to be present, regardless of where you at.
The other issues with what you're saying is, the traumas that trigger people keep them stuck also. When you deal with triggers, like you might be moving on, you get triggered, you go right back into the comfortable space. You don't know how to cope with the things you're dealing with. So you have to figure out how to cope with the triggers, because those triggers are gonna happen. You know what I mean? Trauma is in you and triggers happen.
Right.
So now you just gotta learn how to cope with it and still push forward and don't
Self-control.
black out at the drop of a dime.
I
You know what I'm
also
saying?
think that the comfortable chaos thing is big, and a part of what you're talking about is people are not okay with feeling uncomfortable. They would rather be hurt. They would rather struggle and all this kind of stuff than to just be uncomfortable, even if the uncomfortable situation is positive for them or working in it. They'd rather, get punched in the face because they used to get punched in the face. Then to sit over here in a situation where they're like, what is
I forgot
this?
who said it, but they said work is either working for you or it's working on you.
You never sit still. Yeah, I've heard that you've never sit still.
Work is always gonna help.
Right.
Oh yeah. So
And
this is another episode of Verse for Verse. Shout out to TEMS. She repping for your people.
She's a certified hood
You
classic.
heard me? Jersey.
go get some pepper soup.
Verse for Verse. Like, share, comment, subscribe. We out of here,
Right in
baby.
my style, I hope they got dental plans. So get it straight from the source and cut out the middleman. Get that pure dough. Get that pure.